Northcutt. Sage, you came out blistering in your first fight, got the win so quick. Were you, in a weird way, happy to maybe get a little bit more time in the Octagon tonight?
Well, I'm always trying to go out there and finish my opponent as quickly as possible. I didn't really realize or know that the Octagon was going to be slightly smaller, so obviously my opponent got the takedown, and if I knew that the Octagon was a little bit smaller, then I would have gone out there, maybe not even thrown a punch or a kick and just taken him down. But the fight went great, and it went awesome. I choked him out with the guillotine. So.
There was a stand-up in the first round. The crowd booed a little bit. You had no control over it, but what did you think of the stand-up at that moment?
I think the referee's very smart, and all the referees, they know what they're doing. So it wasn't my call, so the referee made the decision, and it worked out great. I took my opponent back down right after that, and then went to the second round and finished him.
Obviously.
Did you think he was going to say something negative?
Thank you.
At 19.
Let me jump in. That stand-up was ridiculous. Okay? He shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have stood him up there. It wasn't that like Pfister was doing a lot of damage, but he was working from the top. Shouldn't have been stood up.
And at 19, 2 fights in the UFC. I mean, are you handling all this? You know, you seem pretty, head on your shoulders, but I mean, in your own head, are you handling all this pretty well?
Absolutely, yes sir. So this is fun for me. It's actually an honor to even be here right now, sitting before Mr. White, all these awesome fighters, and be at the press conference, much less have a fight so soon after my UFC debut. So I'm having fun with it.
Question for Sage Northcutt. Sage, you were sure to give a pretty impressive promo specifically for the UFC's Fight Pass digital platform at the end of your fight. You know, this is obviously a new form of media that they're looking to grow. Would you be happy if, for the time being, the next couple of fights moving forward, you could sort of become the face of Fight Pass as they do more and more Fight Pass cards?
That'd be awesome. I wouldn't mind that. UFC Fight Pass is amazing, so I'm happy to fight for UFC Fight Pass and be fighting for the UFC in general.
Did you think he was going to say something negative?
I was just wanting to see how many times he would say UFC Fight Pass in the answer.
Quick one for Sage. John Ennick said something kind of odd on the broadcast tonight, that you're not allowed to use the internet or you don't use the internet. Can you clarify? Is that something that you told him, or can you just clarify that for him?
That's funny. I can use the internet. I have to use it for my schoolwork too.
So where did he get that? Was he just making a joke, or did you share anything like that with him?
No, he must be making a joke. That's funny.
None of us should be allowed to use the internet.
No.